I literally look horrific and I feel horrific. So this is a very strange exam, and it actually caused a very bizarre change of events. I feel like I've been sat in this one little chair literally for 7 hours today. You literally get hornets in your exam, which definitely wouldn't be happening in an exam hall. Finally done all of my exams for first year, and the celebrations properly start. Good morning, my loves. So it is Monday the 31st of May, and it is my last week of first year final medical school exams. I can't quite believe my first year is nearly coming to an end, but we have 2 more exams to get through and then the celebrations begin, and I can't wait to bring you all along for all of it. Right now we really do need to crack on with some revision. I have been feeling quite stressed, especially about my last exam on Friday. It is my multiple choice for all of my modules, and multiple choice is not easy no matter what they tell you. So let's get on with our week, and I really hope you enjoy coming along, and if you do, please remember to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, I would love if you decided to stick around and subscribe for all things medicine, uni, lifestyle. There is just a little bit of something for everyone here on this channel. This morning what I've been doing is I just got up at 7 and did an hour of practice for my exam on Wednesday, which is a really strange exam. You basically have to make a mind map and come up with questions for research and explain where you would find your sources and stuff. So it is a very bizarre exam, and I did an hour of that this morning, and then I'm going to get on with my main modules for the rest of the day after breakfast. But it's time to go and get some food. My stomach has been making a lot of rumbly noises and we need to go and eat. I then made myself a big cup of coffee from my Nespresso coffee machine to get some caffeine in first thing in the morning. I then, of course, went and made my overnight oats. We all know me, it would not be the right start to my day if I did not have a big bowl of porridge for breakfast. It honestly just gives me so much energy, and I love any flavour to change up a little bit. I then got on with some work and doing practice questions for my respiratory module. I was just using resource quizzes that we had been given from our medical school, which was really handy because it meant they were the kind of questions that could come up in my exam. Anything that I got wrong, I made sure to go back over those topics and really check my understanding and work out which bit it was I was getting confused on. My brain is so tired. I think because I know the end is in sight, I'm starting to slow down a little bit, but it was still a really good revision stint. I just need a little break now for lunch. It is 1 o'clock and I'm absolutely starving. I actually haven't meal prepped today. I know, I don't know what is going on. I'm gonna cook a curry later tonight, so I have really easy lunches. But today I'm basically just gonna have a less fancy Buddha bowl and some tofu and some hummus, which is one of my favorites anyway. So we need to go out and get cooking. After quickly grabbing this Buddha bowl and these homemade pita chips for lunch, I then got on with an afternoon of more practice questions. What I like to do is set my forest timer and white noise to help me stay focused for long periods of time. I also like to work in hours with 15 minutes break in between, as well as writing down everything that I do and all the modules that I cover, so I know that if I find something hard, I will recap it and that I can focus on the areas that I find the trickiest and not accidentally only focusing on what I'm good at and enjoy. I have just managed to get through another hour of my digestive system module. I'm just doing practice questions and just going over anything that I really don't understand and checking all my Anki flashcards and making sure that I understand every single concept as best as I physically can. I now need a little break. I'm actually going to go and take Max, my little Labrador, on a walk around the fields near us. I was going to go to the gym today, but my legs are so sore from a workout that I did on Saturday that I physically don't think I can go. I'm going to go tomorrow instead. And then I'm going to meal prep and then get back to another hour before dinner. Hello. Max, come here. After a lovely walk and refresh, I then got to meal prepping this lentil and aubergine dal to have for lunches for the week. I honestly love meal prepping and it takes so much stress out of what you're going to eat, especially when you are so busy. I then did 1 more hour before being absolutely exhausted and finally calling it a night and getting some dinner. This is the Deliciously Ella 5-bean chili, and then I had a hot chocolate for a dessert and just chilled for the rest of the evening and got a really good night's sleep. Good morning, my love. So it's now Tuesday and I honestly had such a chilled night last night. I actually booked a few really exciting things for when I go back to university after my exams and just being able to enjoy everything properly opening back up. Anyway, today is another day of revision. I got up at 6:45 and did an hour of my Doctors, Patients and Society module, just doing practice questions again on Peerwise. I'm now going to go and get some breakfast because my body is starving again. And then we are going to focus on my exam tomorrow. And I'm also going to do a little bit of one of my harder modules, which is my muscles module, which I feel like I haven't done very much on at all since my last exam. I then had this big bowl of vanilla overnight oats and chilled and had my breakfast with my mum for about an hour before heading back upstairs and doing a split of questions for my research exam and also my harder exam on Friday before having a little break and doing a home workout from the Tone and Sculpt app, which as always I love. It is now 1:30 and I just did a little home workout and then hopped in the shower because I was boiling. It is 25 degrees today in England, which is basically a heat wave, and it is so hard to be stuck inside revising on a day like today, but we are still going to make the most out of it. I'm starving now, so I'm going to go and get some lunch and then I'm going to get back to some more practice questions this afternoon and also do a little bit more for my exam tomorrow. After getting this lentil curry meal prep for lunch, I just sat down again with my family to have a little break before heading back upstairs and getting on with an afternoon of, yes, more questions and more active recall. It's now actually 7:15 and as you can tell we have had a outfit change. It is literally boiling, like I'm not joking. It is like 27 degrees in this house. It is so hot and it actually caused a very bizarre change of events. I had to go out to Costco to get a fan. I was literally melting and I don't know about anybody else, but I cannot work in the heat. It just makes me feel so tired, so lethargic, and also gives me a headache. So we had to go and get this bad boy. It means I've actually been able to work all afternoon and it's actually been a lot more productive than I first thought. Now we are just going to have a little bit of a chill for the evening because my brain is very tired. I'm going to go and get some dinner and keep this fan on and just cool down and relax for the evening before my exam tomorrow. I then just had this deliciously Ella frozen meal again before having a bath. I love having a Lush bath bomb and watching some YouTube, and this time it was Flossie to properly relax and calm down the night before an exam. Morning everyone. So it is Wednesday the 2nd of June and it is my second to last exam today. It is my PAS exam, so this is a very strange exam. You basically have to make a mind map and questions and say what study designs you're using and sources, so it's a very research based exam and really not one of my favourites, but it shouldn't be too bad. That is at 10 o'clock and it is now 8, so I'm going to go and have some breakfast and then I'm going to look over my notes for an hour. I am so excited to have one more down. It is 2 more days till my first year exams are over. As you can see, I'm in some very light clothing because again it is boiling today, but fortunately today I have my trusty fan, so it's not going to be too bad. All the windows are open and fortunately it is slightly earlier in the morning, so it's not going to be sweltering whilst I take this exam. And then this afternoon we have to cope with the heat wave that is England. Some of you in a hot country probably think that 26 degrees is not hot, whereas I am here melting. Let me know in the comments below whether you find 26 degrees too hot or the perfect temperature, because for me I would love it if I wasn't actually having to do any work. I then headed downstairs and yes, again had some overnight oats and a coffee and just tried to keep as calm as possible and relaxed as possible before an exam. Getting stressed out really is the worst thing to do, and just trying to cope with your nerves and get in the right headspace is so important. Just quickly come back up after breakfast. It is now 9 and I'm just going to go over my notes and make sure that I'm all organised. Again, it is online. They are all online this year, which is such a strange concept, but they are more timed prep pressured, so I'm just going to settle my nerves, read through my notes, and wish me luck, and I will see you after my exam. That is one more down. I've literally just submitted. In fact, I'm going to screenshot it. I'm trying to keep evidence. Every time I submit one of these, it genuinely feels a bit surreal. I think because you're not handing in a paper in an exam room, the fact you are just submitting it off is really weird. I think it went okay. It wasn't a complete disaster, except a giant hornet decided to fly through my room midway through the exam, and I was running around freaking out trying to get it out or trying to kill it. Unfortunately, now it is dead. My dad came in and saved the day and got rid of it for me. But those are the negatives of taking your exam at home in the middle of the countryside, is that you literally get hornets in your exam, which definitely wouldn't be happening in an exam hall. But you know, this has definitely been an experience taking my first year exams online, and that just topped it off. But apart from running out of a little bit of time, I do think it was fine. Right now, I do think I'm going to go to the gym. I wasn't sure about whether or not I wanted to because it is boiling hot, but I think moving my body after exam always does me a lot of good, and I'm really not going to get anything else productive done right now anyway. I then took my fan with me downstairs and did upper body from the Tone and Sculpt home workout guide before ending it off with a little ab workout, which I will stick in the description box below. I always like to leave about 10 minutes at the end of each workout just to do a little bit of abs, and I actually think it has made so much difference. After my home workout, I then had a shower and got some lunch before getting back on with an afternoon of more practice questions. I actually had a formative for my exam on Friday, which I needed to do, which made it really clear what I needed to work on for the rest of the time I had left. I'm midway through revision, but another hornet decided to fly into my room, and now I've come up with a little master plan. My mum has given me this, so if anything flies through this window, we're going to swat it immediately out. That is the plan. I don't know whether exams have just turned me absolutely barking mad, but you know, I have 2 more days left of revising, and this swatter is going to help me stay focused. I'm actually not feeling too tired, to be honest with you. It's going quite well. I have a fan, I have my swatter, and we can do this. It's now just gone 6:45, and as you can tell by the bags underneath my eyes, I literally look horrific and I feel horrific. I'm so tired. The heat really has taken it out of me today, and I just need to have a little rest before I have my last full day of revision tomorrow. I honestly can't believe that 3 months of preparation is nearly coming to an end, but we're going to have one last push tomorrow and have a really good productive day. But right now my little brain and me need a little break and to go and get some food. Good morning everyone. So it is now a Thursday and it's the day before my last exam. I have been up for an hour. I just did an hour of practice questions on my easiest module to just get my brain going, and those are all the questions I'm going to do for that module now before the exam, which is so scary. I need to go and get some food now. It's actually 8:15. I'm going to go and grab some breakfast, and then I'm going to come back up and, you guessed it, do more practice questions. I then of course had my breakfast before setting my forest timer and my white noise and getting on with a full morning of practice questions, going through on PASMED and Peerwise and making sure that I edited any of my Anki flashcards that didn't make sense or needed shortening. I had a little break for lunch before having another very full-on afternoon, but it was my last day of full revision and I really wanted to make the most out of it. It has just gone 6:15 and I am done for the day. My brain is frazzled and I think doing any more would be silly because I don't want to be really tired for tomorrow's exam. The questions did go okay. Sometimes doing PASMED is so disheartening because you get so many questions wrong, but it is good practice and hopefully that means that tomorrow's exam won't seem too hard. I'm going to go on a quick little walk now. I'm going to see whether Max wants to come with me just to refresh my head. I literally haven't done any exercise. I feel like I've been sat in this one little chair literally for 7 hours today. So I need to get moving before I go and get some dinner. And then as always, I'm going to have a very relaxed evening. I might look over a few of my notes and make sure that I feel properly organised, but I won't do any more questions just so my brain is on top form for my last exam tomorrow. Max! Come here. Hello, good boy. I then had some dinner and had another bath and a Lush bath bomb before switching off my phone really early and just having a very relaxed night to make sure I had the best night's sleep possible. Good morning everyone. So it's Friday the 4th of June and it's the day of my very last exam. I actually can't believe they are coming to an end. I feel so ready to have them over. A little bit nervous. I am basically just exhausted of exams at this point. I really just want to smash this one out, do my absolute best, go out with a bang and have them finished. This morning I got up, had a shower, washed my hair, did some yoga and just had a very relaxing morning. These are such long exams and I always think doing work before them is just an awful idea. So I'm going to go and get some breakfast now and then I'm going to come back and as always, you know the drill now, I'm just going to do a little bit of organisation. I'm going to sort out my timings for the exam. I always like to make sure I know when I should be halfway through the questions, when I should be 3/4 away, exactly when I need to finish, so I've got the timings really in my head. Go over a few notes and basically just prep for the last one. I've just got back from breakfast and I'm sat yet again in my chair. I just want to basically make sure that I'm as organised as possible because we all know organisation is a huge deal to me, and then I'll just look over some of my notes. So yes, I shall see you all after for celebrations and my exams finally being over. So wish me the best of luck and I will see you in 3.5 hours. So I have literally just submitted that exam. It feels so surreal. Like I feel really shaky right now. I can't quite believe that it is submitted, that I've finally done all of my exams for first year. It wasn't too bad a paper. I don't think it was a complete disaster. There were a lot of really weird questions and I always find that with exams, like you learn so much content anyway and then for them to test you on the most bizarre things just seems a little unfair if you ask me. But I'm just so relieved that it is over. I did run out of time as well, which again was really annoying. Also, my easiest module, which is DPS, and the society module was so hard. Like the multiple choice question was really hard, and also the long answer questions were really hard. So that has really caught me out as well. But we are not thinking about it. I'm going to try and put it to the very back of my head and just enjoy being finished. We get the results in like 2 weeks, and of course I will vlog it and let you all know how I get on. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that. I am now going to go and tan because I'm feeling very pale and I have some exciting plans over the weekend, so I want to make sure that I'm looking golden for that. So I'm going to go and pop some tan on now, have some lunch and fill in my family on how I found the exam. It's now a lot later and I've obviously tanned, hence why I literally look like an Oompa Loompa. I haven't washed it off yet. I've just been sat here all afternoon editing this video and it is ready, but it's now on the rendering process, which takes forever to upload actually the video onto YouTube. And it is now 7:15 and I don't really see the point in getting it out so late when I can just put it up tomorrow morning, and I really just want to enjoy my evening now. I have much more exciting plans tomorrow night, but tonight I really just want to relax, enjoy it with my family, have a drink, and we're also ordering a Thai. So I think it's about time. I actually enjoyed and celebrated. I can't quite believe my exams are over. It still feels very surreal, especially editing my first week of exams and how I felt then in comparison to having them all done now. I'm sure it will just take a little bit of time to sink in, but I'm finally going to go and have a drink and just celebrate the fact my first year exams are over.
Woo!
Dad, what have you got? What have you...
I've no idea.
Oh, okay. Hello everyone, so it is now Saturday and it's literally been ages since I picked the camera up, but it is now 5 o'clock and I've just had a really relaxed day, I went to the gym, I had some lunch with my family, I caught up on some emails. I literally have so many emails and messages to reply to that I just haven't got through during exams. And then I got ready. Tonight I'm going out to celebrate one of my really good friends' 21st birthday, and I also want to get some pictures. It has literally been ages since I posted on Instagram, and I have so many cute outfits that I really want to get some photos in. So my sister now is very kindly going to go outside in the glorious weather and get some photos with me. I'm literally adoring having some time off. It's so nice to not have that guilty feeling in the back of my head that I should be working, doing a few things I really want to do. So that is the plan for the rest of the day. I also have one of my friends coming over for a drink before we go out, so I'm just so excited. I've just come outside to our little bar area, which is so nice to be able to enjoy it with the lovely weather, which I really am making the most out of. I'm just gonna have a drink quickly with my parents before one of my best friends, Lucy, comes. I have got us sushi and some snacks to have before we go out later. It's going to be so nice to catch up with her. I feel like I haven't seen her properly since my exams. It's kind of sinking in now that I have finished, and I just kind of feel over the moon. I really did have the best time with Lucy. We just had a proper catch up, and I'm now just about to head out for the evening and the celebrations properly start. I am going to end the vlog here so I can just really enjoy a little bit of downtime. But if you do want to see some vlogs of what I get up to now my exams are over, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, because I'm just so excited to have a little bit more time to make exactly the content that you want to see. Anyway, I hope you all have an amazing evening and rest your week, and I will see you all so soon in the next one, everyone. Bye!